he had a plan for you when you arrived here, but you kind of caused him to deviate from that. Just, do you know what that plan was and just what's kind of worked so well for you early here?
I think just coming in here, I think Coach. I don't think people knew like my skills that I had. I think I was able to just showcase a little bit of my versatility in spring ball and just turn some heads. So it's been good. Still long ways to go, but definitely trying to just show people what I got. Definitely.
Jaxson, why did you come to Tennessee? Why did you choose Tennessee?
I knew when I hit the portal, I wanted to be a part of a really explosive defense with a lot of D-line production, and I seen that was very prominent here at Tennessee with Coach Banks' defense. But I also wanted to be a part of a great culture. I'm a really big people person. I'm a big locker room guy. So just really getting to know Coach Heupel and his staff that he's built and the players that are within this locker room, there was no better place for me.
It's been the adjustment like for you coming a very different place, football, but also just being here in East Tennessee?
I'd say it's definitely a big culture shock. Born and raised in California, going to college for 2 years in California, but I really say it's been awesome just to be around like Vol Nation, and the Southern hospitality is real. I would say that for sure. Coming from like a Polynesian background, just seeing the respect that everybody has for each other, just it's a great culture to be a part of, and I'm really loving it down here.
Jaxson, there are several West Coast guys that transferred in, Omar and Tennessee Bruce Brew has been here. Is there kind of a curiosity among West Coast guys about SEC football?
Oh, definitely, for sure. I know, speaking personally, and a lot of guys that I grew up playing with on the West Coast, we have no idea about the South or the SEC. So we always, growing up, we wanted to just represent the West Coast, but just being introduced to what the SEC and the doors that open up when you come out here, it's been a blessing, and I hope to bring some more West Coast guys out here to Tennessee for sure.
Jaxson, you talked about the culture being something that you were looking at. Obviously, transfer recruitment's moved so quickly. How could you get a gauge on Tennessee's culture on your visit? What did you see from players that were maybe here when you came, or how did you kind of pick up on that so quickly?
I just really on my official, I was able to talk to some of the guys, Messiah Reddick, Keenan Peely, just really getting a feel for those guys, and getting to sit down and talk to them. They kept it real with me. They told me about Coach G. Coach G is hard on everyone, but he treats everybody equally. He's just as hard as he is on the older guys as he is on the young guys. So I could respect someone that's consistent in that matter. So yeah.
Did you have any relationships prior to, whether it was recruiting or any players that you might have run across in the past before you got to Tennessee?
Not at all. Not at all to Tennessee at all. I mean, I played against Omar when I was at Stanford, and I know Nico through like mutual, but yeah, not really anybody. No.
What have been your impressions of Nico seeing him at practice now?
Oh, he's just a really humble leader. He's not a big talker guy, but he really shows it through his actions. I remember when I first got here, he reached out to me. He said if I ever needed anything, he's here for me. So just a guy of his status, he doesn't have to reach out to me. So just him going the extra mile just to make me feel welcome, it meant a lot. So yeah.
You're obviously joining a pretty deep group, particularly your position. What was that consideration like for you when you were looking at Tennessee, and what's it been like playing with so many guys that have been here for 4 and 5 years?
It's been a great learning experience for sure. I knew if I came here, I knew I was going to have to compete. But I know at the next level I'm going to have to compete, so I'm not afraid of competition. It's been great. The older guys, we've been able to compete, but I'd say it's been competitive, not combative. We lift each other up. We want to do great, but we don't want anyone to do bad. So it's a great atmosphere, great environment for sure.
Gardner says that you've kind of exceeded his expectations, deviating from the plan that he had for you. Have you had conversations with him on how he sees that he might utilize you, or kind of how you have deviated from that plan?
I think plan is just to be ready when my name is called, really. In the season, anything can happen. So right now I'm just trying to keep my head down, progress each day, learn from the older guys, play my role, whatever that happens to be. But I'm excited. I feel like I can really help contribute to the team. So I'm excited.
You talked about having like not a lot of understanding of SEC football growing up. Your dad being a Pac-10 guy, Pac-12 guy. Have you seen your family kind of learning the SEC a little bit?
Oh
since you've been
yeah,
here?
oh yeah. My mom and dad, every time I come back home, they're all bragging to my aunts and uncles about, oh my gosh, like at Vol Walk, we had hundreds of thousands of people walking down. So just for them to experience this moment with me and these experiences, it's just a blessing, and I'm so grateful to be here.
You said you knew of Nico a little
Mhm.
bit. Did you just know of him because he was a 5-star quarterback in California, or anything in addition to that?
I've known Nico because we're both SoCal kids and both Samoans, so we always have like an understanding of who's who and out there in Southern California. But I've always known Nico as a baller ever since even youth football days. He's been a great player. So yeah.
What is that like among the Samoan culture? You guys knowing of each
Yeah.
other, like you're like what? Explain that.
Man, the Samoan community, it's really tight. It's really tight. So even if you may not know them personally, you'll definitely have family members who know them. So it's just it's an awesome community to be a part of, and just being able to relate to people that are out here and knowing that you have others that come from the same upbringing as you. It's cool.
Have you been able to maybe bring part of that culture here, whether with the guys on the field or what you guys do outside of practice?
Yeah, we definitely have brought that here. A word in Samoan is called oos. It's called bro, and so everybody like in the locker room, they're all like, "Oh, what's up, oos? What's up, bro?" Like, so it's just cool to be able to bring part of my culture and see how everybody embraces that here. It just means a lot. So
That's a big part of the WWE. Do you guys watch WWE?
yeah,
Follow that?
yeah,
Follow that?
yeah. I do a little bit, but yeah, I know who you're talking about.
Thanks, Jackson.
Thank you guys.
Thanks.